Alright, so in respect to the video I made yesterday, where I said that the northern Nigeria is what is holding the growth of Nigeria back.
The voice of wisdom has said it, but we ignored. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling us,
it is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulanis have in store for you.
The great Nnamdi Kanu is what sit at home every Monday.
One of the greatest scams that have ever existed in northern Nigeria is the concept of the Hausa-Fulanis.
Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament, and that's all you do. That is all you do.
When I want to use these children, fight political battle for our masters, I will say the quiet part out loud.
Now you have a platform to speak. Show me a video of you on Saturday. I went to Bruno on Saturday.
And you want to use these children to fight for political clout for your masters. You don't care whether these children are found or not, or released or not.
To create awareness, to make sure that people understand that it is not only the Christians that they were killing.
Stay on your guard. Stay on your guard. Don't let anybody sell those funny stories to you.
I went to Bruno because people didn't know. I said, see, on Saturday when these people, they celebrate their Salah. They bump Monday Market, they bump Post Office Junction, and they bump University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital.
These children are in prison and they don't even know it. These are the students of the Alemajiri, a place where minors as young as 4 are sent on the streets to survive.
hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. This particular video drew my attention to talk about this video you're about to watch. I know it's long, but you must have the patience to watch this particular video, starting from this particular one of Lagos beggars. What prompted these beggars to start carrying weapons is what you're going to watch in this video. But we cannot talk about the whole story without talking about the reason why we are talking about this whole story. First on our list is just 1 minute. Please just try and watch this particular video that this girl make about Lagos beggars, on how these people are begging. Then we'll talk about on how the terrorists began in Nigeria. I want you guys to watch the video.
This begging don't pass survival level for Lagos. Now full business now. Abi you no know say beggars don't they get ID and then they get post where then they post them go. Lagos streets don't turn business up for them now. How we want take explain all these full-grown adults go come outside every day, they beg, sit down for bus stop, even still they bring their children and unborn children there too. If no be for business, seriously, most of these people, they no need help. They just like that thing where then they do. They just like free thing. If you no understand wetin I mean, go to Jasmine page, Mr. Ibu's daughter. Go watch one of her video where she help one of them. You go know say they no need help. They just want free things. She help one of them, clean am, carry and go back to school. Before you know, they don't bring and come back. Say he be the breadwinner of their house. Ikorodu local government people, this is one of una job. This place is for beautification of the city, not for beggars workshop. I know say some of una now go come back come tell me this is not one of Nigerian problem. Of course it is. Don't just arrest these people. Arrest the people where they encourage them, where they go give things, give them money. Arrest them too, so that these people, if they come there, they no see anything, then go back to where they come from. Shebi I hear say Lagos state government don't ban beggars. Abi Ikorodu no dey Lagos again. I beg, make somebody find way to carry these people go back for where they come.
And when you watch this particular video, you want to say we hate beggars, chase them away, they don't belong to the street. You want to say a lot of things. You listen to what she said and how the abducted daughter of Mr. Ibu, Jasmine, helped these people and they took that person back to the street because the person is the breadwinner. Now, to cut the full story short, I want you guys to watch this comedy. They didn't say a word, but the story in this comedy will create a new perspective on how you see the common beggar in the street. I want us to watch it together.
Hands are empty.
when you watch it, you say, oh, it's just a comedy. Nah, lie. I don't think that's how it begins. I don't think that's true. But I want you guys to watch this particular documentary of Kizito Lead. He went on the field. He went on the ground. He went to the scene where these people have been brainwashed, that the only thing they are matter to is begging. And I want you guys to watch a short trailer of the documentary. We'll be right back.
This is the home of child beggars, more or less like a mental prison.
Imagine this kind of children growing up without proper education, and you give them 100,000 to go and bomb this place. Don't you think they'll do it?
This is a disaster waiting to explode, as these children have only one ideology.
So what do you want be for future?
Money.
All these children are being brainwashed, even from their own concepts.
Today, I will be spending a day with these minors. I am trying to understand the true motives of this practice, where at an early age, they have to beg just to survive. I am in the capital of Nigeria, a place where one would least expect a practice like this. Come with me as I investigate and find out what life is really like as a child beggar in the capital of Nigeria. These children are in prison and they don't even know it. These are the students of the Alemajiri, a place where minors as young as 4 are sent on the streets to survive.
They were already told that they can never say anything bad regarding their situation. They will always point it out that they are coming to come and learn.
A place that was meant for studies but has evolved into a beggar's factory with extreme poverty, making them vulnerable to be used as either a political tool or an instrument for terrorists.
Imagine this kind of children growing up without proper education, and you give them 100,000 to go and bomb this place. Don't you think they'll do it?
The full videos is on Kizito Lead platform on YouTube. But this is the only one we can give to you because we have a lot to discuss. Now, when we are talking about all of this, some people still don't believe what we are trying to say because VDM, a lot of people are talking right now. You watch it all. Now, these are the actual video that I came across that I think this person is a 4 years old, reciting Quran, this thing that they are brainwashing. These are Fulani in the forest anyway. Just as we are seeing, a 4 years is already reciting the Quran, on how they are being brainwashed. Now, the thing is that it is not wrong. It's not wrong to teach these people their religion. But what is wrong is that trapping them only with the religion without giving them formal education. All they know now is about God. You can hardly tell them that there is life, there's no life outside God, but there is something that you can add as a value to the society outside you reading this Quran, reciting the full Quran in your head. You watch the first comedy. These people have been brainwashed to the point that the only thing they know now is that go and fight for your God. And you cannot tell them not to do that because the person that groomed them from the beginning have taught them. It's just like you meeting a Christian and tell them there is no hellfire. They will hardly don't believe because we have been groomed from the beginning to know that there is a place after this life. So there's no, is there any Christian watching this particular video and said there's no heaven that we believe? No, they will fight you for it because they have not seen it, but because of this consistent story that we have heard, we will fight our last breath for you to say there is no heaven or hellfire. Same also with these children, that the way they have been brainwashed to believe that the only way you can go to that paradise is to take the life of infidel. You see where I'm going. Anyway, I want you guys to watch this particular video of Nnamdi Kanu. We'll be right back.
Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you. It is the spillover of their same, should I say, terror effects that we are feeling right across the South. That was why we said with the launch of ESN that we cannot allow that nonsense to continue. They know they are not going to make any headway in the East. They have turned their attention to the West. They are forcibly occupying their land and telling them that they cannot do anything about it. A whole presidency in a country openly and brazenly supporting terrorists. All of you watching and listening all over the world, you know that Miyetti Allah is a terrorist organization. You know that. They have killed. They have said that Benue State is theirs for the taking. as a spoil of war. All of you are aware of it. You know what they are doing. Anywhere you have Fulani headsmen, terrorists for that matter, they tell you, oh, they are pastoralists. They are allowed to do their businesses in the forest. All of you are aware of it. But you kept quiet, hoping that somehow Tinubu will emerge as the president, or an Igbo man will come as the president, and your family will start enjoying. But in the meantime, you have no more farmlands, you have no more forests, you have nowhere you can call your own home. The same stupidity exhibited by Hausa peasants that enabled Fulani to take Sokoto from them, that enabled Fulani to take Katsina from them, that enabled Fulani to take even Kanu from them. Every Hausa land is occupied either by a Fulani emir or a Fulani governor. Some of you don't want to reason, you don't ever learn that the main aim of Fulani is to conquer your land and enslave you. Look at Hausa people today. As I wrote yesterday, they are worse than a discarded tissue paper. They are worth nothing. Only their language is what is relevant in their lives. Everything else is lost. All of you are repeating the exact same mistakes that the Hausas made. That is why they are in trouble. And that is why they can never ever come out of it. They are all suffering from what I would, an advanced version of the Stockholm Syndrome. Can you imagine that these people came into their land and took it over, and they cannot do anything about it? Hausa is gone. It took Fulani very many years before they came out of their shell to say we are Fulani. Remember before, many years ago, they told you we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Because that time, their subjugation of the Hausa race hasn't been completed. Now they have completed it. Have they not completed it? And what is happening right now? I ask you what is happening now. Fulani have now come out to tell you we are Fulani people. Is that not what they are saying now? They are not telling you we are Fulani. No more Hausa Fulani. What does that tell you? That the Hausa race no longer exists. Do you want the same thing to happen to you? Do you want the same thing to happen to your families, to your villages? Do you want your towns, let's say Obomosho, to be renamed into a Fulani name? Do you want Onisha to answer a Fulani name? Forget all the nonsense about unity of Nigeria. All they are uniting against is your common interest. Unless you prefer epileptic power supply, unless you prepare to live your whole life without running water, unless you want to live in abject poverty and deprivation, your only alternative is a revolution. Let nobody discourage you. All the countries of the world doing very, very well, they all went through a revolution. You must go through it. If you don't go through it, you can never ever survive. As a people, Fulani will take you over. As simple as that. This very day, we are making it known to the whole world that the Muslim extremist dictatorship masquerading as a secular democratic government must be demolished. It must be demolished for you to survive. They have to be demolished. If you do not demolish them, your lives will end very, very miserably. I assure you. I assure you. The zoo is on its knees. Everybody knows that the zoo called Nigeria is on its knees. Who doesn't know that? Everybody knows. Nothing is functioning. You are all aware of it. When they say go and register for NIM or whatever, NIM or whatever rubbish is called, all of you trooped out. Without legislation, without any laws, Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that Fashoranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forests, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying something about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there'll be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Do you know why Borno State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanuri people in Borno today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia. They are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president, because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulanis have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you. In 2014, 2015, 2016, they said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World Igbo Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Mietiala is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you, we are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It doesn't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. And that's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain. You do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who is going to drive them away from there? If not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They said they support Akeredolu. This is the governor of Ondo State. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu. Are they living of course it's Hausa-Land. Are they living in the forest? They came to the town. They work very hard. They build houses. They build mansions. They develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you have had your breakfast this morning. Please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is the same milk that the cows produce in Holland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you're in very serious mess. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. You people are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce carnation milk in Kano? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village. Before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? Did we not have meat to eat? They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa, we don't reason very well. The way we reason is disjointed. It is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why, instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army Mihetiala to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk? The same milk that comes out naturally from the udder of the cow. Why can't you can it somewhere, pasteurize it, and send it to people to eat, to drink, or to do whatever with? All over the world, that is what is happening. In fact, they produce so much milk in Europe that they pour it away. Why can't you do the same thing? A whole president claiming they are in the 21st century are supporting a very primitive practice of moving cattle from place to... All of you, you're not ashamed of yourselves. You have no shame. As somebody will say, your shame is shaming me. I'm telling you, you people from the zoo, I'm ashamed of your ignorance and stupidity. You people are hopeless, completely hopeless. One day now, one idiot to come and say, we are intellectuals. And you're moving cattle from Kafanchan to Ahoda. You are intellectuals. You are intellectualizing. You are in the 21st century, you are moving cattle, driving cattle, Nama, from over 300 miles.
One of the canon warned us over the years, none of us believe. But today we are all suffering it. But thank God that this generation, since the beginning of this year, a lot of Hausa people are beginning to wake up, separating themselves from this Hausa-Fulani, whatever that are buying them. Oh, the goal is not really because of religion. The goal is to annihilate and override and make sure that the Hausa go extension. But I want you guys to watch this particular activist from the Hausa, what he said. We'll be right back.
The voice of wisdom has said it, but we ignored. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling us about Fulanization agenda, we all laughed. We say, what he is saying or his submission is divisive in nature. His submission is detrimental to the peace and unity of Nigeria. But today, what is happening? His prophecy has come to pass. Fulanization agenda is advancing day by day.
Let's talk about
that one aside. Let's talk about the visit of His Excellency's wife to Kano State yesterday.
Tinubu.
She visited Kano and she was warmly welcomed by the Kano State governor. And with the Kano State governor was a little girl wearing Fulani attires and holding calabash. What was that trying to put into Her Excellency's mind? They were trying to tell her that Kano State belongs to the Fulani people. The Fulani people that you know, the ones that you know that don't have even one local government in Nigeria, talk less of having the whole state.
We know they are not Nigerians.
But look at what the governor is trying to portray, that Kano State belongs to the Fulani people. I know that they must have taken you to the Emir's palace where you saw only 15 kings of Kano, only 15 Emirs of Kano. How can an Asian city like Kano have only 15 kings? They have erased the history of Hausa kings that we have almost 50 kings or 40-something kings before the coming of Fulanis. So this is Fulanization agenda. And we told you that Fulanization agenda is two forms. There is Fulanization agenda using bandits, that they will go and expel all the people living in the land and take over the land. And there is Fulanization agenda using politics, the ones that politicians and emirs are using now. Like the one that they show you when you visited Kano, where you saw that small girl wearing Fulani attires, to show you that it is Fulani land. That is what they are doing. So please ignore all this history that they told you.
Remember, we talked about this same Fulani herdsmen on how the Hausa are being marginalized. We talk about it, except you're not following our platform. You know, VTM makes a lot of valid points. How the Hausa have been brainwashed that they should be a beggar and die in abject poverty. But guess what? The Arewa youths who are so adamant in talking about the insecurity start attacking him. I want you guys to watch this particular video or video. We'll be right back.
They are the ones pulling Nigeria down, right? I see a lot of Northern Arewa influencers. They are making countless videos about me, insulting me, calling me names, calling me this, calling me that. First of all, I didn't even know the Arewas have that much influencers. I swear to God, I didn't even know. It was yesterday I found out that you people have so much, plenty influencers. But then again, I check your profile. You people always talk about weddings, who and who is cheating in the Arewa communities. I didn't see anything about the insecurity, all the killings that have been happening in the north. I didn't see anything about that on your profile. Even on Salah Day, that there was bombing in Borno State. I checked your profile, I didn't see. Do you understand? First things first, I know a lot of you are angry. I swear to God, I don't even care. What I want to say, I will say. You cannot do anything about it. Look at me. You can't do shit. I don't plan to be politically correct, right? I will say it the way it is. If you don't like it, that's your business, right? Like I said, and I will say it again. The northern part of Nigeria is holding Nigeria back because the politicians made it so. I am not blaming the people. I am blaming the government for doing that to those people. Do you understand? Little wonder why Kano State Governor was doing an empowerment program the other day and he was sharing plates. He was sharing plates. What do they need that plate for? Go to the north, you will understand. Alimajiri used plate up and down to beg. That's not empowerment. That is empowering poverty. That is empowering poverty. The Arewas are the most honest people in the country. Take it anywhere. They are the most hardworking people in the country. I would rather do business with an Arewa man in Northern than do business with anybody, any other part of Nigeria. I can't do business with an Edo man when there's an Hausa man. Am I mad? An Hausa man will give you honesty. They have all these good qualities, but they are suffering. Even the farm that they were known for, say Arewa, they farm onions, they farm tomato, they farm this one. Now they don't even have farmlands anymore because terrorists have taken over these parts. Who is to be blamed? The politicians made it so. They need them in poverty so that they can convert it to political strength and power. That is why the North decides to become the president. If they are enlightened, then the people that are in control, they lose the grip. They lose the grip. So they need to keep them in poverty so that when they are hungry, they don't have any other option. Anything the politicians tell them, that's what they do. Then they add 5,000 naira to eat, and Kano State Governor can add more plates, and they can add rice. That's what it is. You think you love the Arewas more than me? You don't. You don't love the Muslims more than me. Are you high? to think that. In this Nigeria, there was a narrative that there was a Christian genocide, very strong. Even American government supported it. I said, I don't believe there's a Christian genocide, that everybody is dying. None of you used your platform when they were saying that there was a Christian genocide. Did you use your platform to speak? At least I made it balance for the other people that follow me to see that, not be only Christians that they kill you. Boko Haram, they finish Muslims too. In short, now the Northerners don't suffer pass. Now Muslims don't die pass for Boko Haram hand. Did you use your platform to speak when you think you love them more than me? What we should be asking ourselves in Nigeria is, what is the way out? I'm not scared of you. One day even call my DM, they threaten me, say if I come north, say go buy me. If I catch you, I go chop your father. Zelsu burbudeka if I hold you. It is another time where you go talk. I go any northern state, so I won't go, nothing go happen. Who you be? Are you mad? I don't even go anywhere with security. I go press you. To my borrow banker. You're having a fight with very dark man. You should have a fight with the politicians. They condition these people like that. You think they don't know the solution? Tell me why schools in the northern part of Nigeria don't function. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. I said 60-70% of them. Oh, because of say somebody even get mad, they tell me say, Dangote, the richest man is from the north. Shut up your mouth. Where build refinery? Where did they build the refinery? How many companies, industries are in the northern part of Nigeria? Open your eyes, people. How many? Go to Lagos, see companies, see industries, see different textile companies, see this one, see that one, they function. At least people go down, they want to say, go Aba, you go buy shoe, you go buy this, go this one. The only thing people had was farming. Rice pyramid, granite pyramid, yam pyramid. You know they again. Insecurity have taken over everything. More poverty to the people. You cannot have access to anything, but you have access to guns. The politicians made that available for them. How do they get those guns? How do they get the cars? Those trucks, those gun trucks that Boko Haram are using, where did they get them from? Where are they getting their clean AK-47s from? Where are they getting their bullets from? How did they enter Nigeria? Who are their people in governments that give them coordinations? Who tells them where to attack? Bello Turuji have taken over Zamfara. Who started Bello Turuji? Who empowered Bello Turuji? He's controlling Zamfara, controlling his neighboring states. The politicians are the problem. It's a control. You talk to tell me very dark man. Who told you I want to be politically correct? Now you have a platform to speak. Show me a video of you on Saturday. I went to Bruno on Saturday to create awareness, to make sure that people understand that it's not only the Christians that they were killing. I went to Bruno because people didn't know. I said, see, on Saturday when these people, they celebrate their Salah, they bomb Monday Market, they bomb Post Office Junction, and they bomb University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital. Oh, shut up your mouth.
You listen to what Vidim said. These same people that have never spoken against the insecurity in their, especially the Arewa youth leader, that one knows how to tackle VDM, tackle anybody that speak against the northern religions or whatsoever, or anything that is going on in the north, but you will never hear him speak against the insecurity that is against their land. You will never hear him saying, oh, there was social attack in the northern part of Nigeria, or there were any attack in the mosque or the Jos, Benue, Katsina, Borno, Zamfara, you will never hear him say anything about what is going on in Jos. But when you speak against anything that this president is doing, he's the one that will quickly come out and say, defend. A slave to a master. He's unchained, but he didn't know. It pains me that, anyway, I want you guys to listen to what Simon have to say in all of this, because this is another person that is also vocal when it comes to the northern part of Nigeria. And I want you guys to listen to what he said about this Hausa-Fulani and the Fulani people that are destroying the country. We'll be right back.
I've taken my time to talk about this, but I think it's high time to talk about this. You see, the concept of Hausa-Fulanis is nothing but a scam and a weapon for atrocity. Why do I say this? Looking at it now, generally speaking, you can't say you are Hausa-Fulani because other languages, we don't have that. We don't have Igbo Yoruba or Igbo Fulani, Igbo Hausa, Yoruba Fulani, or other minority tribes Fulani. But why is it a point of interest in regards to this Hausa-Fulani concept? And people are normalizing this. And let me tell you one thing they do under the disguise of all this. The concept of Hausa-Fulani gives birth to people to actually claim originship or nationalities in places where they don't belong. Because let's put it straight. The Hausa man has his own culture and very proud of it. You hardly see a Hausa man claiming a culture that is not his or a state of origin that is not. Because all this thing is going to lead us to origin, indigenship and the rest of it. And same with the Fulanis. But it's just, should I say quite unfortunate that the Fulanis cannot claim indigenship in all parts of Nigeria. Even in some part of the north. They can't claim indigenship. They have some places they can claim indigenship. They have some places they can't claim indigenship. But when you marry the concept of Hausa Fulanis, it now gives birth to even a Lebanese coming in to claim that he's a Nigerian. Even a Fulani from Senegal, Mali, Chad, Niger, or whatever, claiming indigenship to other parts. And this is what it does, sincerely speaking. And as a result of that now, we have opened our borders and we have become so porous to accommodate people that cannot be accounted for under the disguise of Hausa Fulani. Because let's face it, when you tell me Hausa Fulani, what is the culture of this kind of human being? What is his own culture? Because just like I keep saying, the general point of convergence at the end of the day for a man that doesn't have culture is actually he uses Islam. He comes under the disguise of Islam and say that because they are all Muslims, they are now all one. And as a result of that, that has succeeded in creating so much havoc. So what am I generally trying to say? The fact is, everybody must choose where he belongs to. If you're a Hausa, we know where Hausas originate from. If you're a Fulani, we know some places where Fulanis originate from. And take it or leave it, you get to see a lot of them, a lot of the proponents, possibly, in my own opinion, if you are to dig it deep, I'm telling you, these people are not Nigerians. But at the end of the day, when you dig deeper, you get to see that these people are actually after nothing but just trying to conquer people and actually have a place of their own. And one of the excuses they keep giving is the fact that they have stayed in this place despite the fact that they are not resident, but they have stayed here for 80 years or they have stayed for 100 years. But the question I keep asking is, can a normal human being stays in a place for 80, 30, let's even say 40, 50, 30 years in a place without owning a land? Where is the land that the Fulanis have acquired in wherever they claim their indigenous to? Show me the land. Funny enough, Buhari brought up the concept of Ruga settlement. And the whole concept of Ruga was all about compensating Fulanis, giving Fulanis a place to stay or whatever. Other peoples that have stayed in where they belong and their places of origin, did they call on the government to give them any grazing reserve? And if we're even talking about grazing reserve, is grazing reserve supposed to be meant for Fulanis? Or is supposed to be a grazing reserve for the nation and everybody? But here we're talking about a situation where we talk about these people are acting out of victim as a result of victim of circumstances. They have rustled their cows or whatever. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten that? Over time, some of these people, as far as I'm concerned, that are non-Nigerians, have come into Nigerians and have invaded people's farm to eat their farm products. And as a result of that, the tension arises. And you have the likes of Shegumi speaking in their favor, that the government have not been fair to them. In the area of education, in the area of whatever. Tell me, the schools that we have in Nigeria, is there any place in Nigeria, a school in Nigeria, that Nigeria Fulanis that are, at least their ancestry can be tied to that place, that they have been exempted from going to the school? They did not. Nobody forced anybody to go to school. My parent and your parent, nobody forced them. Possibly in the times of Sardauna or whatever, people were actually brought to go to school. But after then, nobody forced anybody to go to school. The school is you have the option of either to go or not to go. So what now happens to people? Well, generally what I'm trying to say is, I like this concept that is coming with this new Hausa whatever trying to mobilize themselves to fight this insurgent. I'm telling you, till you distinguish yourself from this concept that brings in foreigners from every other nation, nothing is going to change. And for the minority tribe, stay on your guard. Stay on your guard. Don't let anybody sell those funny stories to you. I am telling you, you know who is your own, you know who are indigenous, and you know who are not indigenous. And don't ever allow any disguise.
Have you ever imagined that former outside guy, this guy, and there are a lot of them that have this goal and agenda that will make sure that they want to liberate their people. With the voice of the victim and all of them, everybody is trying to go to the grassroots to re-educate these people. Nigeria will become a better place. But unfortunately, there are some with amount of 10,000 naira they can do undo. With the amount of 5,000 naira, they can go extra length to silence you that is fighting for good governance. That's why you keep on saying, whenever there are protests, there is counter-protest. People are saying, we need electricity. We need the fuel price to go down. Oh, if you can't do this for us, you will resign. We want good schools. We want good governance and bad government. Tinubu must go. Another person will carry play card. Tinubu must not go. We love Tinubu. We love Tinubu. We love Tinubu. After protest, hunger will go meet her for us. Anyway, I want us to watch this particular video of Seun Kuti, when Seun Kuti talks about the life of a common Nigerian children in the street. This is what it's all about, the children that have been captured right from the beginning, before they grow up, and the genesis of this insecurity. I want you guys to watch it. We'll be right back.
The only things where they happen for our country is to make you people feel like you have no power. Social media, they divide us more than they unite us. Social media is antisocial. The great Nnamdi Kanu is what sit at home every Monday. What is the life of our children, the future of our children? What is it worth? Now, the safety of those children are at stake. So what will be the worth of the life of African children? Why are we talking to Tinubu? Why will they do video? Why is everybody online? What is all this nonsense? Everybody stop work. Bank worker new. Civil servant new. The only people that should work is essential service. Hospital should open in case people need treatment. Transport shut down. Give them 1 week warning. Let's show once in Nigeria a unified front that we demand. Okay, now don't do us everything. Una no respect us. Una no send us. But our children is where we draw the line. This is where we have to draw the line. But when I want to do them, the one I do Chibok girls. When I want to use these children, fight political battle for our masters, I will say the quiet part out loud. And you want to use these children to fight for political clout for your masters. You don't care whether these children are found or not, or released or not. Somebody here say most people live on daily pay. Okay, yes, but your children are. Who are you fighting for the daily pay? You are fighting for your daily bread so that you go feed your children. The children you want to take the daily bread feed are not safe. So is the daily bread more important than the children that you want to use it to feed? Children are not safe. What is the daily bread for? Chibok girls were never released after the whole noise. Chibok girls changed government. Obama bring back our girls. Is Obama still asking where the girls are today? Nigeria, because that same week when they kidnapped those Chibok girls from Nigeria, about 67 boys were killed in that same Meduguri. They went for NSAS and they shout, what is NSAS? Why is it not end oppression? They say, how do we organize? Nigerians, we don't really organize. For some reason, WhatsApp has organized Nigerians. I don't know why it happened, but WhatsApp has organized Nigerians. Without our knowledge, there's no Nigerian that is not in one WhatsApp group or the other. All of us there inside WhatsApp group. Family WhatsApp group day, work WhatsApp group day, church WhatsApp group day, mosque WhatsApp group day. Everybody day inside. So let's go into this group now and start discussing with ourselves how to go on strike. How to go on strike. National strike for 1 week to let this government know we're not playing. That this 1 week we are going on strike is to allow them concentrate on them letting us know how we are going to end this crisis. Because believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, the violence in Nigeria is not unknown to the elites of our country. Sorry, they're not elites. Elites must compete at the top. Even Adam Oshiomhole said it is a senator, a sitting federal senator, not be shown talker. He said they don't get general name when they involve in all this. What has happened to the general? They say some army do coup for Nigeria. You know what it be coup? Army people don't have the money to execute coup. That means there are people in the private sector of Nigeria that must have put their hand in their pocket to give those general money to start to the fund coup. What are their names? Who are these people invested in all these nefarious activities? All this one, they given like this 1 week to arrange yourself and let us know straight. As the Oyo State Union of Teachers have decided to go on strike, Nigerians must rally behind them in solidarity. Complete and total. Because this is about our children. It's not only those children in Oyo State. That's happened across this country, all over the north, all over the middle belt, all over everywhere. Atrocities upon atrocities. Let's not wait till it gets to everybody's individual doorstep.
We can go to the extreme length, bomb blast all these terrorists in Nigeria, send helicopter, destroy them all. More will come. If it takes you to destroy 50 million, if there are up to 50 million bandits in Nigeria, more will come. Why? Because you cannot shake a tree to bring down the fruits and expect it in the next season not to generate or give birth to another fruit. It is not possible. How do you stop a tree from producing more fruits? You chop the tree himself. As long as there is Shagumi, Emma of Sokoto, the defense minister, what's it called, and the rest, as long that they are not being probed, arrested, questioned, there will never be an end to insecurity in Nigeria. Because these are the people that are frontline and soliciting for these bandits. They will tell you, oh, there is reason why these people are doing that. Because you assaulted them, you bombast these people. You cannot bombast terrorists. You are supposed to negotiate with terrorists.
If Tinubu really wants to fight insecurity in Nigeria, he must do away with Nuhu Ribadu and the Matawale from their positions. These two people have been feeding Mr. President with lies concerning security in Nigeria. I saw a video of Nuhu Ribadu, a recent video where he's saying that it is a fight between Hausa and Fulani, and they are brothers. They know how to go about it by themselves. And remember, this person is from Fulani extraction, and also the Matawale also is from Fulani extraction. We want these two positions to be occupied by anybody from other tribes except Fulani. Except from Fulani tribes. Fulani are not Nigerians. And we told you that these people have agenda. They are land grabbers. That is what they come to Nigeria to do, because they are pursuing Fulani from every country that you know in Africa. They are chasing them away, and they have no other place to go other than Nigeria. and Nuhu Ribadu, you are saying that Hausa and Fulani are brothers. Okay, but it is not only Hausa people that Fulani are killing. They kill from Middle Belt, they kill in Igbo land, they kill in the West, Yoruba land, they kill they are fighting Nigerians. They carry arms against Nigerians, and you are saying that they are brothers. How are we brothers? How are we related to Fulani? They don't have history of more than 200 years in Nigeria. You are telling us that they are our brothers. So the Hausa people and other Nigerians are going to vote against Tinubu if he doesn't do something about this.
That's why it pains me every time when I see Shaigumi talking anyhow, and I heard that he have his son in the military. Nigeria military are not sending his son to the war front. It pains me. I don't know why. His son's supposed to be in the battlefield. Maybe by the time Fulani Bayan or Iswa Black Bayan, they show and they behead his son. They will not take microphone and ask, what do you think about this Fulani? Let's see if you will say, no, we have to negotiate with them. They are not directly affected. Anytime you send troops to the war front, send Shaigumi's son with them. Let's see. Let's just see. Anyway, I rest my case here. It is not personal, but it's just for us to think on how to make this country a better place. I'm not trying to lay accusation, point wrong fingers towards any person. Maybe their own agenda, they want the country to be better, but in the way they are doing it, it is not pleasant to me. Negotiating with these people is one of the most unreasonable things you could ever imagine. Anyway, peace out.
The North is the problem of Nigeria. Mu embarani. We are beggars. A lot of us in northern Nigeria were upset yesterday. Why would you say it? Ama Jama'a, look back and look at what is happening in northern Nigeria. We have the worst level of education anybody can have ever seen. I don't think anywhere in the world we have this kind of education. Boko, that takes people away from poverty, that liberates people, that give people a level playing ground. Adunia Gabadea. We have the worst. And Muna the one babam problem called Almajirenchi that is crippling our economy from the roots. Why have we not abolished it? Oh no, it's good for it helps people learn the religion. Fantastic. There's no lie. However, can you categorically tell me it has done more harm than good or more good than harm? An average Almajiri does not have any chance at life. That child, yaron can ya girma da zafi a zuciya. He's abandoned. Do you know what abandonment does? The structure, the system of northern Nigeria was built to impoverish northerners. That's why we have the highest level of poverty. So gaskiya ɗaya ne. Arewacin Nigeria, our big men, the rich ones, they have crafted Arewa society in such a way that very few people can become wealthy and ambitious and affluent, and the remaining are left down there. Mune and Dabomu are next to none in the world. Mune and Baramu, they are beggars everywhere, but ne Arewa, wayo, Mune PhD, Mune A1. Go to Lagos, go to Abakaliki, go anywhere, you'll find Arewa beggars. How many Igbo beggars kuka gani? Masu baraba? Aka ce a kore su no. Then let's talk about the whole system of Arewa, how it's built. Ranka shidede, you are taught to honor. You are taught not to question authority. An average Arewa person is not somebody who is stubborn, even if you have that zeal to question authority. Cool. Don't question authority. You have to be humble. Humility is good, but look at where it has brought us today. So mutunya fito yace ku embara ne ku, look back. Ku fito ku ce cha, if you want to fight, fight, but look inwards. Gaskiya ne ko kariya ne?